Hey, Muffin here. Welcome back to channel. I have a subscriber request for doing tortoises versus togs. Now, I thought this was a peculiar request, but I can see how it actually kind of works. Just being that the tortoises are really slow, the togs are really slow. I recently did a vid of 7 togs versus 7 togs, which was just an absolute joke. But this one, quite an interesting challenge because the TOG has an incredible cannon. It does have an incredible DPM. Even though very slow, very big, not a lot of armor, the cannon is what really makes that thing shine and makes that thing quite dangerous. As if you guys did see the 7 togs versus 7 togs video, you know that your hit point pool will drain really quick if you get multiple togs focus firing on you. Even though the TOG has a huge hit point pool, as a matter of fact, one of the biggest hit point pools of its tier, that hit point pool will drain quite fast being in the sights of a TOG. So here we are. We have just engaged the 7 togs, and we're just in 2 tortoises here. And as I start firing at these togs, I don't know why it didn't quite dawn on me here at the beginning, but I start realizing, you know, I can most likely penetrate these togs with HE rounds, which will do a lot more damage than just my standard AP round. And it's definitely something I'm gonna need if we're gonna do this. Now, I am getting some shots penetrating me. And the thing is the tortoise itself, honestly, its armor's okay. It's really not great against the tiers you typically fight in the classic battles of the game against other like tier 9 or tier 10 tanks. But with the TOG, the armor is pretty good. However, that cupola, that hatch on top that sticks up, that's a big weak spot. And the tortoise, with it having a good cannon, not only has a good cannon in terms of DPM, but it's also fairly accurate as well. So getting in front of the TOG in general is pretty dangerous because it does have a pretty traversable turret. I mean, it's traversable. It's got pretty good traverse, like overall, just very slow in terms of moving forward, backwards, getting to its destination. So we got absolutely annihilated there. The tortoises won, so we went in and tried this again and just tried switching it up, letting people take turns. So I want to thank all my subscribers for helping with these vids. If you guys want to help out, shoot me a friend request on the NA server. Also join my Discord as I make the announcements of when I do vids on there. So trying to go up to a higher position here, take the higher ground. Now the thing about the tortoise is it's got an incredible gun arc. It's got great gun depression. You'll actually see that in this round as I'm trying to fight off these these 7 togs. And we're coming up here, and that's the thing. It's like with how slow, when doing these challenge videos of really slow tanks versus really slow tanks, you sometimes only hope and pray that you just run into each other. And you don't run into the situation where the one team has gone to the other side of the map and you're going the other side, because then by the time you even, you know, run into the enemy, it could end up the half the game is over, just because of, you know, how long it took you guys to engage. So once again, I mean, you can see here, I am getting penetrated from that TOG. Even though that TOG is a tier 6 tank and the tortoise is a tier 9, the TOGs are still putting up quite a fight. Now, that HE round is quite helpful, and the fact that I can just penetrate most of this TOG through the front with an HE round, even though a lot of tier 6s have way less penetration than the TOG in general just doesn't even have a lot of armor and can be very easily penetrated. But so far we're doing pretty good here. The TOGs are down 3. There's still 4 TOGs, and have both Tortoises here. Now the Tortoise, the thing that's nice about it is also fairly accurate, and the cannon is very deadly. I mean, that's really where the Tortoise shines, is really all about its cannon. And the thing about it is you really do have to rely on hiding those weak points, using that gun arc when just peeking out around corners to try and help protect you as much as you can, because you really can get quite wasted, and that armor isn't very thick when you're just flatly facing an enemy tank straight on. But using that gun arc, that gun depression, it helps strengthen, it helps make those angles stronger, and even makes it harder for tanks to penetrate the Tortoise as well. So looks like I'm just gonna see if I'll be able to make it. I'm pretty low on hit points, and it's down to 2 TOGs. Let's see if I can survive. Got a nice little bounce. Here we're gonna see a slow tank. It is possible to do the matrix as I kind of wiggle. Oh, got hit there. Not really quite, so. But I ended up getting wasted. But even with the TOGs being so slow, can't really quite underestimate these things if you get in front of them. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.